My name is Dee. I'm your faith-fueled mom, and I am super excited to show you and share with you the best way for you to work out for your body. So this is a 30-minute info session, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So this is my presentation on how the best way to work out for your body and not just a body. A lot of people are doing random workouts you see on Instagram, workouts you see on YouTube, and that's really great, but they might not necessarily be built for who you are. Or if they aren't, you might be able to customize it to you. So I'm hoping that this information is something that you can use on your journey to a healthy lifestyle. Before I get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Dee. I live in South Jersey. I am married to my best friend for 21 years and my husband for 17, basketball coach Ed. I am the mom of 3 girls. I have an almost 17-year-old, 13-year-old, and 6-year-old. And I am the creator of a program called Bibles and Boot Camp, which is a 7-week transformation program that pretty much helps women reclaim their temple and just learn how to live a healthier lifestyle from the inside out. And I'm also known as Faith-Fueled Mom, a wellness advocate on social media. A little bit about my journey over the last 7 years. I've lost over 100 pounds. I got my degree in fitness and exercise science. I then became a NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine, certified personal trainer. I got my fitness nutrition specialist, my corrective exercise specialization, weight loss specialization, and senior fitness specialization. And I now get to serve women every single day, just helping them live a healthier lifestyle. So we are talking about somatypes. What is a somatype and how does it help you work out for your body type? So a somatype is a category to which people are assigned according to the extent to which their body physiques conform. So basic types are endomorph, mesomorph, and ectomorph. Somatypes basically refer to the underlying physiques of people that can't be changed whether you overeat or train. Like it's just who you are, how God made you. Each somatype has specific characteristics. That's why cookie cutter plans don't work for everyone. There's always similarities and there may be even crossovers, but this hopefully will guide you so that you can be able to customize your own fitness program. So let's talk about the traits of the different types of somatypes. And like I said before, there's 3. So there's endomorph. Endomorphs are amazing humans who can, sorry, this is in the way. I can't get it out the way. They are amazing humans. They are solid. They quickly gain weight, especially fat, and they have the amazing potential for muscular hypertrophy. So that means muscle building. While gaining strength, it comes very easy to them. The fat tissues that cover their muscles are harder to get rid of though, and their metabolism is a little bit slower. Some physique characteristics of these type of people are they have wider hips and narrow shoulders. They store body fat usually in their upper arms and their thighs. They usually have shorter limbs in proportion to other, like their standard body type. They're usually a curvier frame. Like I said before, their metabolism is slower than most. Then there's ectomorphs. An ectomorph is tall and slim. Their bodies usually have a little bit of fat and a little muscle. It's that body type that most people struggle to gain weight. However, this is the body type that has the highest metabolism. So they lose weight really, really easily and very, very quickly. For them, it's really easy to get muscle definition because they don't have a lot of fat that covers the layers over their muscles. Their physique's characteristics are they typically have long limbs, flat-chested, and narrow waist. They store body fat. They don't really store body fat because their metabolism is so fast. They have very little body fat. Sometimes for them, it's just hard for them to maintain a healthy body weight. And their limb length, they're usually long and lean. I was trying to say them both at the same time. And like I said, their body frame has lean muscle mass because it carries very little fat. And then there's the mesomorph. This type of person is an athletic physique. They typically gain and lose weight very easily. They are naturally healthy. They are naturally healthy and have a predisposition towards bodybuilding or weightlifting because they gain muscle so quickly and easily. Mesos respond very well to heavy weight training and toning exercise, but it's versatile. And they also need an eclectic routine, which can help them maximize their results. The physique characteristics of a mesomorph is they're muscular, they usually have a fuller chest, long torso, broad shoulders. They store their body fat. They have a more muscular body composition, but they store body fat as well. Their limb length is not really considered in their body type, but they usually have larger bones than the ecto or endomorph. They're usually shaped kind of rectangular, and their metabolism is steady. That's why they can easily lose and gain, but they can easily lose or gain because their metabolism is steady. So if they overeat and undertrain, they'll quickly gain weight. But if they start training, they'll lose it quickly. So those are some traits of a somatype. Now, how do you use those characteristics to actually customize a workout? Or what's the best plan for you? There is specific needs for an ecto, endo, mesomorph for fuel, how they nourish their body, as well as movement. So that's what I'm going to share with you now. That's probably why you came, just to kind of figure that out. So let's get into that. So 2 keys. Well, there's four keys or 4 pieces of the puzzle to good health. But one that everybody really recognizes the most, I guess, is movement or exercise or working out. How do you work out for your body type? What is the strategy? So for an endomorph, the goal is to increase the metabolic rate. Now remember, their metabolism is slower, so they're trying to up that metabolic rate so that they can burn faster. A mesomorph is size, strength, and endurance. Now, because they're steady, it's hard for them to maintain. They have to consistently train. So that's a goal usually of a mesomorph body type. An ectomorph, it's short burst of workouts. Like we said before, it's really hard for them to gain muscle. It's really easy for them to lose weight. So they don't need to like really stress their body out too much. And then for everybody, you need strength and cardio. That's something that you should have in your plan, no matter what your body type is. So let's talk about endomorphs a little bit more. And you're going to see a common theme in all 3 of the intensities of the somatypes, and that is the intensity of the exercise. So gaining strength comes very easily to endomorphs, but losing fat weight doesn't. Because of this, the focus of an endomorph training must be increasing the metabolic rate to melt fat. HIIT workouts and cardiovascular training are great for endomorphs that, coupled with an adequate calorie-restricted diet to go with it, you will get the best results and have your best body. In Bibles and Boot Camp, we have isotension supersets, and HIITs are also recommended for our exercises, and this is great for endos. You can change and customize your workout to have minimized rest in between sets, and your lower rest, the more you lower your rest and increase your holds and planks, the more beneficial it is for an endomorph. For you guys, you want to use lighter weights and have longer intervals, and you're recommended to increase your metabolic rate and burn fat more efficiently. It's great if you use a timer. I feel like counting can sometimes throw you off, and it also will keep you moving at a low rest, high intense level that you need to. Some great exercise for endomorphs that really gives them the most bang for their buck is squats and Romanian deadlifts. They are since their legs are naturally strong, these exercises are great to lean out their stronger muscles, which is the larger muscle groups, and burn more fat. And the whole point of endomorphs workout is to increase their metabolic rate. So you want to use those major muscle groups to increase your metabolic rate. Weight training sessions help boost your metabolic rate, and if you do it with cardio, you've got a dynamic duo. In week 4, 5, and 6 of our Bibles and Boot Camp program, we have a fat burning accelerating weeks. And those are the weeks where I really see the endos who are consistent really soar. So ectomorphs are a different breed, actually almost like the complete opposite of an endomorph. The best way to make the most of a Bible and boot camp workout if you're an ectomorph is to pick up heavy weights, whether you're in Bible boot camp or not, and have more extended rest in between your sets, which decreases the release of cortisol and improves performance. Now, if you have not checked out my workshop on understanding your hormones, or checked out my blog post on it, you would know the importance of cortisol. And that is probably the biggest issue with ectomorphs, is just kind of maintaining that so that they're not so that they're not losing weight. That's like a stress, what am I trying to say? That's like a stress reaction. It's like a stress reaction for them. So they want to kind of chill in their workouts. They usually do 5x5s, very short durations of high intensity exercise, 20 minutes, which is good to go. And you can do that in a Bible and boot camp workout, or longer duration. So you're taking like 3 to 5 minute rest in between, making sure your body's completely recovered before you move on to the next thing. And gradually increasing your weight and keeping your stress levels low will help you gain more muscle, which is something that's harder to do for an or ectomorph. A mesomorph, they need to lift heavy for size and definition to help grow and tone their body types' inherent muscularity. Mesomorphs can train better than endos and gain fat faster than ectos, but they have quite an easy time both losing and gaining weight. So it's one of those things that mesomorphs are always trying to maintain muscle definition, maintain their weight, because it's just so easy to fluctuate on either side. They must focus more on resistance training exercise from a broader performance spectrum. Their focus usually is size, strength, and endurance. In Bible and boot camps, I really encourage you to lift heavy for size, and definition helps grow and tone this body type for its inherent muscularity. High intensity and low intensity workouts are both recommended because a split approach to their training will enhance their strength and keep body fat at bay. And that's actually how I train. I try to have 2 to 3 yoga sessions within my training, but I also like to train HIIT because for my time limit as well as just for the benefits of it. Weight training with a full range of motion and momentum, fast reps exercise produce excellent results for mesomorphs. Our workouts are timed, so it gives you the flexibility to customize activities just for you and make sure that you're making the most of this program so that it is custom to you. Compound sets, forced reps, and pre-exhaustion lists are also recommended for mesomorph. And usually mesomorphs are often known to tap out or to overtrain because, like I said, they're always doing that maintenance workout, or they're always doing, if you're doing too much high intensity and you don't have that split approach, your body will just burn out. So that's a common occurrence in mesomorph. I'm just going to check because I think I have, yeah, I do have something in the chat. That's me. I know. And then for some of these too, you can also relate to probably more than one of them. Usually not endo and ecto. They usually don't go together. Ecto, meso, I feel like ecto stays by itself, but endo, meso, a lot of people feel like they're a little bit of both. I am of both of those. And so I kind of just use that to my ability, to my advantage, you know. So other than these 3 prevalent broad body types that exist, you can, and I'm sure that most of you guys can identify with one of the ones that I shared with you. You may, like I said, mix or split 2 traits. You might have attributes that are closer to 1. So what I would say is if you have more, say more meso than endo, like you have 1 or 2 endo traits, but you have 3 or 4 meso traits, I would tend to go towards a meso workout plan for you, fueling plan, if you, and the vice versa, and if it teeters. And then also what phase you are in life. Like you're probably like, you know what, when I was young, I was a real meso. Like it was easy for me to lose weight, gain weight. And now I'm kind of feeling like I'm an endo. So right now in this season that you're in, work out for an endomorph, and then your body will change, and then you might become a mesomorph again, and then you'll have to start training with that. But at least you know ways to kind of make more efficient workouts for you. Let's see. So there's movement, and then there's fuel. Now this information on genetics is based on your body types. And like I said, you might not be one of these things forever, but we have to stop doing hashtag diets. That's what it is. Stop doing hashtag diets. Start fueling yourself, start nourishing yourself, stop removing food groups and macronutrients from your diet and start eating. So hopefully I can share with you a few tips, not a lot, because this is about how you work out for your body and not necessarily how you nourish your body, but I just wanted to give you some of this information as well, since we're kind of just in this already. So Endomorph fuel, you should wait at least 30 minutes after training to have your post-workout meal. You should be on a calorie restricted diet, low, simple carbs, tons of complex carbs, like eat them all up. High protein meal diet is recommended over any other diet. And when I say simple carbs, I'm talking about like refined sugars, processed food, like those type of things. Let's kind of reduce those and increase more. She has corn on her plate, or squashes, or you can do not rice and pasta and all those things too. Sweet potatoes, but just like getting away from the processed food. Also, because of slow metabolism, endos don't need as much sleep in their recovery period. So you guys can actually work out more days than a mesomorph. Like I said, mesomorph might burn out. You can consistently work out a little bit more than an ecto or meso, and ectos need tons of sleep. Mesomorph fuel, it's a high protein, low fat diet. It's recommended for mesos above any other diet to prevent body fat from sticking around. Remember, they have a hard time, or it's very easy for them to lose or gain. So protein's a great way to satiate you. It's a great way to fuel your muscles for bodybuilding and muscle growth. So that is something that I say mesomorph really gears towards. And then ectomorph. Ectomorph is post-workout meals shortly after their training. Remember, they burn really quick. So you have to replace what you burn very quickly right after you train. High protein, lots of carbs. And I don't want, when I say this, I want you to include vegetables. I want you to include fruit. I want you to include fat, but these are kind of the ones that you're focusing on. So don't ever take anything out, but make sure that you're getting high amounts of these things. And then, so to wrap this up, it's almost time. Rest. I feel like rest is the most underrated thing in fitness and wellness, and it's probably the most important thing that you need. And so Endomorph, like I said before, doesn't need as much recovery, and about 6 to 8 hours of sleep is beneficial, perfect, you're good to go. For ectomorphs, though, they need more sleep is needed for them to repair and grow their muscles during their recovery period. So they might be able to train maybe 2-3 times a week, but they need 2 or 3 days in between training to recover and rest. And again, remember when I was saying their workouts, they need to take longer rest periods in between their short bursts of high intensity exercises too, just for their body recovery. You're not really trying to stress an ectomorph's body out too much, because it'll just, it's typically there's fight or flight, and it's all about the flight. It'll let go of whatever so that it can go fast. And sometimes you want to maintain that body weight. So you want to kind of keep it rested and well. Mesomorph, again, they need to rest and recover or they'll burn out. 8 to 10 hours of sleep is highly recommended for a mesomorph. And I'm a mesomorph, I need my sleep. Like I just can't function well without it. So I can definitely attest to that. So if you have the pieces of the puzzle that work for you and your workout for you and your body, I would suggest 40% mental. And when I'm talking about mental, I'm not talking about like your head here. I'm talking about like your spiritual life, the people that you're around, how you talk to yourself, your devotions, your prayers. That's all part of it. It's a very important part of weight loss and working out for your body and being very intentional with your body. And then 30% would be rest. Rest is so important, so much more important than movement and food. We need food to live, but rest is very important. And even in the Bible, it calls us to rest so many different times and have Sabbath and be still and all those things, because it is just restorative to our body and just helps us work out for our body and not just a body. And then fuel, 20%. I know there's a saying, I think it's like 80% nutrition, 20% exercise, but no, it's so much more than that. 20% fuel. Food should not be all that you focus on your wellness journey, on your lifestyle habits. Like it should not be the idol of your life. It should be something that is nourishing your body and fueling your body and preparing you for your workouts. And then movement. If you're doing all these things, you could probably lose weight without moving if you're just moving around, doing your everyday, walking up the stairs, doing laundry, all those things. But movement also is what we're called to do. This is what God gave us our limbs for. So it's definitely an important part of the workout, but it's not the most important part like people like deem it in the fitness industry, the fitness world. So I do have Bibles in Boot Camp, my program. It's starting on Monday, April 5th. You can use the code Somatype for a $50 off if you attended this workshop. And we go through this. We go through all the somatypes. I share with you how to make the workouts the best for you. The workouts are actually created and planned so that you can utilize your somatype and use it to the best of your ability. So you can rest when you need to rest, and you can, do all those things. And if you want to stay connected with me, my name is Faith Fueled Mom on social media. You can email me. I'm on Facebook. Faith-Fueled Life Group. My website is faithfueledmom.com. I'm on Twitter as Faith-Fueled Mom, and I'm on LinkedIn as Faith-Fueled Mom. Thank you guys so much for stopping in, doing this workshop with me, getting a little more information. If you have any questions about it, definitely let me know. Oh, there's one more screen I wanted to share before I get off. Let me just share with you. My references. So if you're just wondering where I got this information, you've never heard of somatypes, the University of Houston had a really great paper that was done on it. And I'm a NASM certified personal trainer. I got my information from NASM. So you can go to these two places and do more research on your own, which I really highly recommend, so that you can make the most of your workouts and customize them to you.